Have you been doing stretching and flexibility exercises all this while, but you find that your flexibility is still the same? It has not improved? Well, if this is the case, let me share with you a secret that will change your flexibility for the better with just 20 to 30 seconds of effort. That's it. You see, when we do a particular kind of stretching exercise, many times we don't hold that stretch long enough for the muscles to stretch. Now, this is a big thing because when when our efforts are being made and we do it over and over again, but we don't see any kind of results, we might feel upset, and because of this, we will do it worse and we will stretch shorter. So, this is how you will be able to get better flexibility. Now, the typical scenario where I see people stretching, most of the time when they stretch, they will hold for about, I'm just doing a quick guess here, between 5 seconds, 7 seconds, and then they move on to the next body part. So, give you an example like a shoulder stretch. When you do this shoulder stretch here, and I hold about 5 seconds, I can feel the stretch. I feel that I'm doing the work, but in actual fact, my muscles are not really improving its stretch. Okay, so the feel is something, but the science behind it is something else altogether. So let's get into the science a little bit, but I will not bore you with the details. Okay, when we talk about flexibility, we always talk about two things, which is the autogenic inhibition and the reciprocal inhibition. Now, what I said, I promise you I won't get into the details of it, but it is simply this. When we stretch the first 5, 6, 7 seconds, there is a braking mechanism called muscle spindles. This is a proprioceptive in the muscles, right, in your body, that stops your muscles from stretching further. Why is this muscle spindles? Why is there muscle spindles helping to stop? I would say help because it is a safety mechanism. Okay, if you stretch your muscles too fast, too quickly, it might get injured. Okay, that's one of the reasons why the muscle spindles are there. It is there to protect you, protect your muscles from getting injuries. At the same time, it is a limiting factor if you want to improve your flexibility. So the secret is the magic number of seconds that you need to hold is actually beyond 10 seconds, beyond 11 seconds, beyond 12 seconds. That is the number of seconds that you should be holding your stretch. So whenever you are doing your stretching in the future, you hold your stretch for the first 7 to 10 seconds. Now, based on American Council on Exercise, the first 7 to 10 seconds is where the body changes, the muscle spindles shuts off because the Golgi tendon organ, the GTOs, kick in. Right? When it kicks in, it will shut down the muscle spindles. Muscle spindles, the braking system will stop functioning, and then the muscles will be able to stretch. Okay, so coming back, I was a bit distracted just now. So coming back to that, hold the stretch beyond 10 seconds. My suggestion is hold for 30 seconds. And you will find that as you do this over and over again, when your muscles are warm, you will improve your flexibility. So there's shoulders, you can stretch, there's chest, you can stretch, back, lower body, every part of your body needs that amount of time and attention if you want to improve its flexibility. And some of you also are looking at improving your ability to touch the toes. Now, the bending downwards to touch your toes is one of the ways, because that's basically how you touch your toes, right? But there are many other ways to stretch to help you do that better, like the cannot see, but standing and leaning forward and having that stretch with the leg in front of you. I want to just show you a quick one because this is a good stretch to share. So basically from here, instead of touching the toes, instead of touching the toes, what you'll do is you stand this way, put your leg in front, sit back, and have that, right? This will stretch the calves, which is the gastrocnemius and your soleus, and this will shut down the calves, stretch for a while, and stretch a lot on the hamstrings. Pop the chest up and just place your hands there. You get a stretch in the hamstrings, and as you do more and more of this, you should be able to touch your toes and beyond. Okay, so just a quick wrap up. Here's a quick wrap up. The first 7 to 10 seconds, your muscle spindles, which is the braking mechanism, is going to kick in, is going to stop you from stretching further and improving your flexibility, which is a good thing, but it is a limiting factor. What you need to do is hold for more than 10 seconds, I would say 20 to 30 seconds. You should stretch to a point of discomfort, not to a point of pain. Okay, so after 10 seconds, everyone's different. So about 10 seconds, GTO, the Golgi tendon organ, kicks in, telling the muscle spindles to rest and stop working. I would say like, hey, it comes in to play and say that, bro, please take a break and don't do your work for now. So that's the GTO's work. And then it will allow you to stretch further into your range, right? Because we want to improve our range of motion. One example of how the muscle spindles is actually useful, right? Have you been in a situation where you're in a bus and you're sitting down and you are sleepy and you fall asleep? Now, sometimes you fall asleep this way, sometimes backwards like that, like sometimes in a lecture room or when a teacher is talking. Like now, you fall asleep. And when your head tilts backwards here, your muscles around the neck actually lengthens, right? And when that happens, and there are times where you suddenly like wake up. Now that is your muscle spindles kicking in, that braking mechanism that works so that you don't get injuries around the neck area or perhaps fall off your chair if you are in a classroom. So that is why muscle spindles are extremely important. Of course, there's a lot of other functions of muscle spindles, as in like there's many other applications of the usage or the work of muscle spindles. But for now, we just to talk about this, and we want it to be there, which you have no choice anyway, but at the same time also we know it's a limiting factor to improve flexibility. So to cut the story short, very short, when you stretch for flexibility, do a static stretch and hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. That's it. It makes a lot of difference to that exercise. Rather than just feeling it, you are actually working towards flexibility. And you can do this at the end of every workout. All static stretches do at the end of every workout, not at the beginning of the workout. Beginning of the workout, you should do dynamic warm-up, dynamic stretches, not static stretches. So your flexibility portion of your routine should be at the end. Okay, at the end of your workout. I keep on repeating things because if you do static stretches at the beginning of the workout, it is going to impede your performance. We'll come back to that another day. Okay, but for now, remember static stretches at the end of the workout. When your body is warm, hold for about 20 to 30 seconds per body part, and you can do that about 2 or 3 reps. Let's say shoulders, you can do 2 or 3 repetitions of 20 to 30 seconds, and then you move on to the other side, and then of course the chest, back, the quads, the legs, the hips, and everything else, right? So yeah, this is what I wanted to share today, and I would like to also take this opportunity to invite you to come over and join me and my friends and my clients for our outdoor and indoor workouts. If you have the time, or if you know that you need to improve your fitness, your health, your flexibility, just send me a DM, PM, and I'll give you more details on it. Yeah. And if you like this video, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, and even bookmark. And the reason is because this will help me reach out to more people and help more people, especially in this case, to improve their flexibility. Because as we know, a lot of people want to get flexible, because when we are flexible, we lower the chances of us getting injuries. Yeah. And of course, we have fuller range of motion, we can work out better. And unfortunately, many people don't have this ability because like it or not, like a lot of us just have that feel of that stretch. We feel that it is satisfactory, and because of that we stop short of the GTO coming in, and because of that our flexibility does not improve. So today is my lecture day, full day at NTU, and I've got to run now. The time is 9:20. I've got 10 minutes to run up all the way to the resistance training room. Right, you guys take care and have a nice day. Yeah.